All right, so this will be my first recap with a new broker. Overall, first impressions, I just wanted to say I'm pretty happy with it so far. Today were my first actual trades on it. Um, Executed some SPY options, which we'll go over in a bit. But I just wanted to say some some good things and some bad things I'm noticing about the broker so far. So the first positive is the order fills are really good. So you're getting filled very quick and you're getting a really good price. So that's definitely a plus. And some downsides are the commissions are a bit higher, and as you would expect, right? So you're paying those ECN fees on top of the 60 or 65 cents per share per contract fee. So they can add up. And, I was not expecting the fees to be this high, but, I'm just kind of adjusting and getting used to a direct access broker because I've always used Trade Zero, which they do not charge ECN fees. They charge a flat commission rate, and they also give you free limit orders on the bid when adding liquidity. So this is all, you're paying commissions for every single trade you take here. I don't think there's a way around it. You may be able to add liquidity and get some ECN rebates. I'm not too sure, but I'll have to talk to customer support about that. But yeah, overall first impressions, pretty happy with the execution. So the whole point of this broker was so that I can, execute my trades without any platform issues and get a better options trading platform. And this is definitely a really good platform for options. I will say that. You got your options chain. You got the, order entries within the options chain you can use. They do have an options trader option, so you can use that as basically you get your options chain, and then you got your order entries. So it's pretty convenient. Very similar to Trade Zero's options chain. But this one's definitely much better in my opinion. So yeah, overall first impressions, really good. Pretty happy with the broker. So let's get right into the trades. So today I was focusing on SPY options, and I wanted to take it easy because today was my first time using this broker, and I really wasn't too familiar with order entries and the fills and whatnot. So I just kind of went. I didn't go too big or anything in terms of contracts, so I took it slow today and took it nice and easy. And let's go over my first trades, which were some calls on the SPY. So if we can zoom here. So another thing I forgot to mention is the charts are not the greatest on IB. They look fine. It's just the fact that interacting with them is a little bit difficult. In terms of zooming in and out, you kind of have to, you have to manually click a zoom button. You can't really scroll or anything. So that's kind of a hassle, but it is what it is. So yeah, these were my SPY call trades. So this was the first trades I took. I was kind of thinking, this consolidation zone, this would be support. This, I believe it was, let's look at SPY here. I believe it was around it was around 416s, 415.50 roughly, I believe, was the support zone. So as you can see, this consolidation zone, you had a clear support level and you had the clear resistance, right? We were just chopping in this channel. It was bound to break out in one direction sooner or later, right? So today it ended up breaking to the downside, so the bears won for today. But I was thinking, we might get a nice move to potentially 420s today, and I think a lot of other traders were thinking the same thing, because if you look at the daily chart, it's setting up for a really nice breakout here over these prior highs. So this I believe 418, yeah, roughly 418 level. So if we were to see that, we would probably get a test of 420 and a nice breakout here on the daily. But I don't think it's ready yet. Today, obviously, it was definitely not ready. Still too much supply here probably to get through before we can see that move. So the bears took control today. So I had to stop out there. Took my stop at the break of that support level, those 415.50s. And I actually flipped, I bought some puts, so I flipped short. And I took more size on the short because I was more confident. This was giving me not only confirmation that it was, it was breaking support, but it just failed to break out over this resistance level. So that gives me more confidence. hence why I would take more contracts or more size. So if we go over to the puts trade, I kind of, as you can see, I definitely left a ton of money on the table. But that's okay. My plan today wasn't to go for home runs. I was just trying to execute some trades and, get familiar with the platform. So I'm totally happy with this trade, regardless. And I actually fumbled a few orders here. If we zoom in. So I was kind of just getting familiar, getting used to the platform here. So I bought here, bought my contracts here. And then I actually, instead of selling some here, I actually ended up buying more. And I was kind of a little bit panicky here, because I was not familiar with the platform. As I mentioned, my first trade on it. So I fumbled here a little bit. I kind of panicked. I realized I bought more. I didn't even realize it until, a few seconds later. And I just trimmed it off, trimmed what I bought back. I trimmed that here. And then I tried to let the trade play out. And I wanted to sell towards the support zone. So if we remove that. So if we go to SPY, you can see the support area was around, let's look at the 5-minute here. Yeah, it was around 414. So that's pretty much where I sold the majority of my position once it was testing those levels. And, sure enough, it broke, and then it's obviously going lower now, but that's hindsight. But, I'm happy with the trade. I stuck to my plan, stuck to my targets. And again, I was just testing out the broker. It was kind of a test drive today. First live trade on it. So I just wanted to be safe and lock it in, right? So, happy with the trade. Overall worked out really nice. And pretty happy with the broker so far. So those are my first impressions. Just a quick recap for you guys. Decent day trading in the SPY. I'm going to be more comfortable as the week goes on, as the month goes on. I'm going to get more comfortable with the broker, and that'll allow me to trade a little bit better. So today was more like a test drive, as mentioned, and I just wanted to get a feel for the broker. So far pretty comfortable with it. Again, aside from the charting, I don't really use their charts. I prefer to use my other third-party charting software. So if you're going to use this broker, definitely have a plan to have your own charts, in my opinion. Because their charts definitely not the best to trade off of, but they're good to just glance at. If you want a general idea of what's going on, where the stock is, it's totally fine for that. But in terms of interacting with the charts, it's definitely not great. So definitely have your third-party charting software, to trade off of. So that's the recap for today, guys. That's the quick overall thoughts on the broker. We'll be doing more options recaps. I still do have my other broker primarily for shorting, specifically shorting small caps. So I will still use them, but I've wired out almost all of my money from them. I just do not trust leaving any significant amount of money in that account. And I'm going to be primarily focused on options trading and long trades with interactive brokers. So I hope you guys enjoyed the recap, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Cheers.